Hello, I'm doing another stream today. I'm gonna be going out for a while, like 10 days. I'm gonna be in Kazakhstan. So I thought before I go out on that trip, I should do like one more stream because I didn't upload any video recently. I did upload a short. I don't know if you've seen that or not. Let me just verify if my sound is audible. I'm gonna be going out for a while, like 10 days. I'm gonna be in Kazakhstan. Yeah, so my sound is audible, which is great. And now we can do some lead code together. I don't have a very rough agenda. The idea is that we're going to be doing a few lead code problems and then that's it, I guess. Okay, last time I was solving on stream, I was solving this threesome, which I did solve off stream. Then I solved this, then I solved this and this. So now I'm on median of two sorted arrays. So this is what we're going to be doing today. First, as starters, we're going to try to solve this problem and then we'll continue forward. Also, if you guys have anything to ask, feel free to do that in the chat. Let me see if I pull my YouTube up here. Can I do that? Am I logged in? I don't really know. I don't use Zen for a lot of things. I use it only for when I'm really, into the focus mode. So yeah, I didn't upload a video in a while. My last video was this, where I talked about all the apps that I made without writing code. Then I did upload a short, which I would suggest you to watch if you haven't. I don't like the thumbnail it chose, but yeah, other than that, this is a pretty cool thing that I was able to do. I'm yet to write like a blog on this thing as to how I made that project. I made like basically like a virtual DJ console uh, using image processing. So I am planning to make like write a blog on this whole thing, which you can find here whenever that is ready. Probably today, most probably today I'll write a blog and then I'll post it here. Uh, but yeah, with that being said, let's solve the first problem for today, which is median of two strings. I haven't done I haven't done any binary search or recursion related stuff in this session where I'm revising the essay again. So I'm excited to see if I can solve this because I kind of have an idea that we're going to be needing divide and conquer here because I did lead code at some point of time in my life. Of course, it's not the first time I'm doing lead code. Two sorted arrays, num1, num2, size m&n, return the median of two sorted arrays. What the fuck is median? Median is... this pen doesn't work. Okay, it does now. Median. Also, let me just quickly open xcalidraw. We're just trying to set things up. xcalidraw.com. Is that not the URL? It is the URL. I don't know why it said we cannot find. So what is the median? We need to find the median of two sorted arrays. For starters, what is the median? Median is the number that is in between, like at the center, I guess. And if it's an odd length array, and if it's like a even length array, then I think median is the average of the two numbers in the center. I think that's what median is. So essentially, one of the things that we can do here is, I'm thinking out loud, I also want to start a timer. Last time, this is what I did. Went like Google timer. We're gonna set up a timer for say 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, we want to have at least one approach ready. So I'm gonna be quick. It would be pretty cool if I could put the timer here on the stream. Can I do that? I can do that. I can do that. Wait. I'm a little distracted. I'm so sorry, but I can do that. Wait. I can put a timer. So let me put a timer here. Google timer. Shouldn't be this hard. Just go to OBS, select the new scene, or not a scene, but like a new source, which would be macOS screen capture. I'm gonna add that, and for now, I'm gonna grab that, put it inside, go to properties, select a window. The window would be a Chrome window where the timer is running, and there you go. And then I can drag this up here, drag this, crop the shit out of it. I'm a pro streamer. I know how to add timers and other things on stream. As you can see, it took me less than 3, 4, 5 minutes to do this. But we have a timer. Woohoo! Do we want to have this? No, we don't. Do we want to have this? No, this is fine. So now we have a timer here. Let me go back and start the timer. Oh, it's supposed to be a circle thingy. I did not realize. Okay, now I'm gonna. Great. So now we have a timer on the stream. In the next 10 minutes, let's try to figure out at least one way to solve this problem. All right, let me think for a minute and then I'll start talking again. Two sorted arrays. If we can make a new array, then we can definitely do that. If I can just make one more array, which is the sorted array, then I can just take out the numbers from the center and it should be done. How do we do that? How do I make a new sorted array? Well, okay, if we have 1, 3, 2, I start with the first number. I say whatever is the least, put that in the new array. Then I say, okay, whatever I've put, I go there. And then I keep on putting that in the new array. Then whatever is the bigger one, I put that in the new array. So then mn. If I make a new array in the most naive way possible, the time complexity would be O of m into n. And since m and n are like big, binary search approach is not intuitive for this. Yes. आप मेरे को हिंट मत देना अभी, जब मेरे को ज़रूरत पड़े तब देना. अभी मेरे को लग रहा है, मतलब आई नो कि जब भी मैंने सॉल्व किया था तब डिवाइड एंड कॉन्कर से हुआ था. बट अभी मैं बेसिक अप्रोच देख रहा हूँ, तो एक तो ओ ऑफ एम एन में कर सकता हूँ मैं. इफ़ आई सिंपली लूप ओवर दोज टू एरेज, क्रिएट अ न्यू एरे एंड देन फाइंड द मीडियन. बट दैट वुड प्रोबेबली बी लाइक अ वेरी ब्रूट फोर्स अप्रोच जिसमें टाइम आउट हो जाएगा. सो आई वुड नीड टू डू समथिंग बेटर. O of mn is one solution that we can think of. Let's think of a better solution. How can we do that in log mn? Okay. So let's think more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 6. So we have two arrays. Little to sorted arrays. I'm trying to think of this use case where I'm like, okay, I have something like an array is 1, 2, 3, let's say 1, 2, 5, and the other array is 2, 6, 10, 12. In this case, what I'm trying to do here is okay, can I use 1 and 12 somehow? So let me copy this and paste it अलग से. So I wanted to see if I can use 12 जो यहाँ पे 1 और 12 है. The fact if I can use the two biggest numbers, so 1 and 12, सबसे छोटा 1 सबसे बड़ा 12, इसके बीच में कहीं मीडियन लाई करेगा. ओके. 1 12. कुछ ऐसी इंफॉर्मेशन है that we're missing. Let me see. Sorted arrays of size m and n return the median. Overall runtime complexity m and m plus n numbers could be negative, whatever. Okay. This is probably my weakest point, which is I really don't know how to solve divide and conquer related stuff. ये मैंने realize किया है. And in my DSA refresher plan that I had here, we don't really have divide and conquer का अलग से stuff, so we might have to ask GPT to give us some more problems that can help us practice this, because this is something that we are not really good at. Wait. So, okay, I think if I just create a new array, the time complexity would still be m plus n, which is definitely bad, like not as good as log of m plus n, but I'm sure it would pass, right? I'm sure this would suffice. So we can at least solve it. Let's first solve it, and हम थोड़ा सा time देते हैं खुद को. Let's add 5 minutes to implement this solution, because we can solve it. Wait, I can add. Okay, I think itने time में, is this a good enough time? Can we do that in 5 minutes 44 seconds? Let's see. Maybe I0 J0 new array is, it's like the brute force approach that we're trying right now. We're just gonna go like while I is less than length of nums1 and j is less than length of nums2 if nums1 of I less than nums2 of j, new array dot print nums1 of I, else if लेस देन इक्वल टू कर देते हैं, and then if that is the bigger one, then we append the other thing, which is nums2 of j, and if we append I, then we increase I. If we append j, then we increase j, and we just say for whatever we have remaining, let's keep putting that in the array, and same goes here. And then median is basically, so we can have like length of new array, which is like this. If length %2 equal to 0, which means it's an even, then you return new array of L by 2 plus new array of L minus 1 by 2 divided by 2. Or actually, you don't want to do double divided. Doesn't sound like a great idea. L by 2, let's see. So this is like the most brute force solution we can think of, and it does work, I guess. I don't know if we missed a edge case, because I didn't take like a deeper look, but we can see. Yes, so it does work. I mean, we can solve it like this. I can't believe I wrote the entire code in less than 2 minutes. Fast as fuck. Anyways, nothing to be super proud of. The solution is very slow, and even though we have solved it, we need to find a better solution. O m plus n is done. Median of 2 sorted arrays. Yeah, but how do I do that in n log plus n, log n plus n, sorry. Now I can probably stop the timer, because I don't really, I mean, I can continue the timer for another 10 minutes. If we cannot come up with a solution, we will have to take another hint. 1, 2, 4, 5, 2, 6, 8, 12. Maybe as a refresher, I want to do one more thing, if this would be helpful. I want to solve a few binary search related problems. I want to solve binary search first, because I don't know if I can write code for it. Given an array nums which is sorted in ascending order and an integer target, write a function to target in nums if target exists, one is otherwise. So there are two ways of doing this. One is by using loops, another one is by using a function thingy. Let's see. So my low is basically, you can have length is length of nums, because that's irritating to use the function all over again every single time. My low is 0, or I can say I is 0. God, start is 0, end is L minus 1. If nums mid is start. Oh, okay. Now I know how to write a function, recursive function. Binary search of nums, comma, start and mid. Start, mid, end. Okay. And for now, let's just say that this returns nothing. But what we want to do is we want to do binary search over nums for start, which is 0, end, which is L by L double by 2, comma, L. How do I do binary search now? I just say if nums of mid equals target, return mid if nums of mid greater than target. If the number in the middle is greater than what you're looking for, you don't need to look further, you need to look back. So let's say return binary search of nums. Your start stays the same. You probably don't need to pass mid because that you can calculate. Yeah, you probably don't need to pass mid because that sounds a little weird. And then you can do your end to be mid -1. Else you return binary search nums comma mid +1 comma end. And when do you return -1? When you don't find it, which is if your start greater than equals to end, return -1. Okay, this sounds like a plan to me. I think this is gonna work. It should. I probably did one thing wrong, which is target was 9, output was -1, expected 4. Should I probably not skipped the mid thingy always, because then you will end up in a place where you won't check the mid in an odd array. Great, you did beat 10%. I don't know how people have 0 runtime. This is fine. What is it that they're doing? They're getting the mid. If mid is equals to low, you break. You find, you move, you do all the stuff that you're supposed to do. One more thing that I want to see, which is if I just do this, is I am suspecting that this should still work, and that no, it doesn't. What if I do this? Does this work? Is this equivalent of saying mid +1? I probably think it is. No, it's not. Huh. Why? Why is that so? This is interesting. Okay. Mid +1 when your was bigger. So I'm gonna say this is the binary system. Let me ask ChatGPT or maybe T3 chat for something which is like why does doing mid -1 and mid in the respective return statements doesn't work, but this one that is written right now does work? The core idea of binary search is to eliminate half of the search space in each step. Let's analyze the two versions. This is the incorrect version where I was trying to do mid -1 and mid. Binary search incorrect, start mid -1. If nums of mid greater than target, this seems reasonable. You're shrinking the space to, however, you're not handling the case where start and end are adjacent. For example, if start is 0 and end is 2, then mid is 1. And if nums of 1 is greater than target, you call binary search nums 0 0. So this is a bigger problem. If you include mid in the next search, this can lead to if nums of mid is always less than target in a particular subarray. Right, okay, great. So this is something I probably was confused for most of my life. Now I know. Anyways, we did solve binary search. We did practice, what do we call it? Divide and conquer. Can we solve this question with a better approach now? Because we want to solve it in a faster way. So how do I use the things that I've learned there? Let me think for another 2 minutes before I say something. You is it that if I just do 1 2 4 2 6 8, so that's 4 plus 3 7. So I have 7 numbers. I want to find the one which is at the third place. How do I find a number which would be on the third place? Well, I would the expected time complexity was what? The expected time complexity was log m plus n, which would be log m into log n, if I remember log correctly. Wait, how does log work? Log m plus n is equals to log m x log n. Is that true? No. No, never mind. Oh, okay. Basic maths, 10th class की maths मैं भूलने लगा हूँ. Log m plus log n. Because another approach I was thinking of was of log m into log n. But that'd be log mn, which is still more than log m plus n. We still want a solution in log m plus n. Oh shit, I'm running out of time. Fuck. I ran out of time. Okay, I ran out of time, but I have some idea. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I don't know if this will make sense or not, but my idea is, say these are the two arrays that we have. Okay, what I want to do is, the length here is 4, here is also 4. Let me do one thing. Let me remove one number from here so that I can explain it better. Now we have this and this, so our median would be in the sorted array. Imagine if we have like a sorted array, our median would lie at the third index, which is so for the sorted array, the median would be sorted array of 3, right? And this 3, because the sum is 4 plus 3 7, and when you divide 7 into half, you get 3 if you round it off to the nearest integer by using floor. So you got this would be the median, right? What I want to do is, I will start with index 0 and m plus n. So my I would be 0, j would be m plus n, and for my mid, whatever my mid is, which is basically I plus j by 2, I will essentially check if my mid, which is basically, okay, my mid, whatever the index is mid, I want to see how many numbers are smaller than that. How many numbers in total do we have that are smaller than that? So doing that would be, wait, what do I mean when, okay, I say or maybe I can do like I should be 1, which is the smallest number here, and j would be 12, which is the biggest number here. So I'll go ij 1 plus 12, I plus j, 12 plus 1, 13 by 2, 6. My mid will be 6. Now what I'll do is I want to figure out how many numbers are smaller than 6 in this array and how many numbers are smaller than 6 in this array. And that would be how much time? Log of this length of this array, probably. But if that is the case, then number this plus number this would be log of m plus log of n. This I would need every single time to find out how many numbers are smaller than the mid, and I need to do that a total of log of m. Wait, how much would be the log? The log would be, I'm using a binary search over a space that goes from the that goes from I can't do that. Whatever I was doing, that'll be too big. But my search space would be m plus n. So this would be m plus n. So, okay. And realistically, if you do the multiplication here, then is this equal of log of m plus n? I don't know. Let me see if this is equal. Is this equal of log of m plus n? If that is the case, then my approach is fine. I can probably do that. If we divide both sides by log m plus n, we only get it when log of m plus log of n is approximately equivalent of 1. I don't know if my approach is okay, but yeah, I was thinking of that. Should we try that? I mean, there's nothing wrong in trying that approach once. We're gonna restart the timer. This time it would be, say, something like 6 minutes. I think 6 minutes is fine to make this work. My time is running out. We're gonna write code. Also, I know there's a function in Python function to find how many numbers are smaller than the given number in an array. You can do that with binary search, but the function does that automatically. Ayo, there's a inbuilt function in some Python live. I need that. There's an inbuilt function. I know. It's called, wait, not this. The fuck? Why are you so bad? Oh my god, I hate it. There's another one. If it doesn't give the answer, we might have to. No, I didn't give the answer I wanted, so I'll write it down myself. We're gonna have a function called define smaller than. We're gonna pass it the nums and the target for now, and this basically return how many numbers are smaller than or equal to target in nums. So if we have that number, what we can do is we can start by saying stuff like you can say I is 0, j is length of nums. So I want to define these variables here, which is m is length of nums of 1, n is length of nums of 2, and then down there I want to say j is m plus n minus 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 1. Actually that didn't matter, but okay. While I is less than j, what we want to do is we want to find the mid. Mid is I plus j divided by 2. Then I want to see if this is like whatever is the mid, okay. I have a feeling I might have to do it like this. There's no smallest. Does this work in Python? Can I do this? Python ID online. Can I do min of 1, 2, 3? I think I can do that. Should return me 1. Yeah, I can do that. So min of nums 1, comma min of nums 2, and this I want to say max nums 1, comma max nums 2. Mid is my I plus equals to j. I'm going to say how much would be the total. The total would be smaller than in nums 1 for this, plus smaller than in nums 2 for this, and if total equals to target, let's just assume that we always have like even, and if we always have even, we can say something like if total is target, then we return the median, which was the target. If not, then we say I equals mid, then we check if total was less than target, to mid, else j equals to mid minus 1. And okay, this should kind of work, but I don't know how bad of a time complexity of this would be, and if it is any better than what I was trying to do earlier. Let's just try to complete it anyhow. We want to find out how many numbers are smaller than the target in a given array, which is a sorted array. So I can, oh shit, I ran out of time again. Damn. thought it would take lesser amount of time for me to do this. I'm surprised. Okay, so that is basically just binary search all over again. I can be like I equals 0, j equals length of nums minus 1, while I is less than j, mid is I plus j divided by 2. If nums of mid equals target, return mid, if nums of mid greater than target, then j equals to mid minus 1, else I equals to mid plus 1, and that would always be the case. If it isn't, then you just return. If you don't find it, how many numbers are smaller than or equal to the target? If you find a number that is smaller than or equal to target, you try to increase the mid because that is smaller than or equal to. So you're like no, wait. If the number that you're trying to find is, say your array is 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, and I'm trying to find how many numbers are smaller than 3, then I'm like, okay, I do binary search. I'm like, is this smaller than equals to 3? If I end up in a place where I'm like, okay, this is the current number is bigger, then I want to restrict my search space for sure. So then I don't want to keep that. If I'm like, okay, if nums of mid is for sure bigger than target, then I want to restrict my search space. Else, if that is not the case, if it is equal, then I can keep it here only until we skip that shit. So 1 2 5, how many numbers are smaller than equal to 3? This is messy. The solution is slightly messy, but I should be able to figure out something. I am seeing some serious flaws in my approach. Wait, because पहले तो मैं ये फंक्शन ही गलत लिख रहा हूँ. I need to figure that out first. ये जो फंक्शन लिख रहा हूँ मैं, median of two sorted arrays से पहले smaller than वाला, Is there a separate problem for that? Count element with strictly smaller. Count element with strictly smaller letter elements. No, not this. How many numbers are smaller than the current? Ayo, no, not like this. I was wondering if there's like a better one, like we have here. No, this is bad. ये नहीं. It's there's a function. Wait, there's a Python function. I mean, of course, I should be able to write this myself also, जो कि मेरे को नहीं आ रहा है, but I need to figure out how to do that. But there's also a Python function which I totally forgot. It's called upper limit something. पहले कभी यूज़ किया होगा, no clue. But अभी कैसे करना है इसको, रुको. How many numbers are smaller than the given number in a sorted array? It is equivalent of saying find the first bigger number than this one. So how many numbers? Let's see, if I do something like, say the array is 1 2 2 4 4 5, and say I want to see how many numbers are smaller than or equal to 3 in this array. Then basically I can say the opposite would be, if I can find how many numbers are greater than 3. How many numbers are greater than 3? Yeah, how many numbers are greater than 3? So मैं बाइनरी सर्च जैसा ही लगा रहा हूँ. I0 4 लास्ट 1 2 3 4 5 6 है टोटल, तो 3 आएगा. 1 2 3 4, तो फर्स्ट आया 4 पे. मैं मान लो इसको भी मैं 2 लिख देता हूँ. फर्स्ट आया 2, तो क्या मिड हमारा, is my mid greater than 3? No, it is not. So you start from here and stick here. Then you do, okay, that's 0 1 2 3, and that's 5 5 3 8 4. So you go here and you're like, is 4 greater than? Yes, it is. Then you send this back here and you're like, okay, this wasn't big. What if we send here? Whenever your mid is equal to I, then you're like, okay, no, you're not like that. You still check to verify. If 4 is bigger than 3, what if it was also 2 or 3? It would be false. So then you want to skip this further. I did ask something to T3 chat, which was right. If that is small, then you do make +1. So, I do. I'm very confused if this is okay. Okay. While I is less than j, you find the mid. And what I'm trying to find here is I'm going to try and see if nums of mid. I'm gonna try and do the opposite because that sounds slightly easier. So I wanna see if nums of mid is actually greater than what I was looking for, which was 3, or which was target. If nums of mid is greater than target or not. Say if it isn't greater than target, then if it isn't greater than target, then I say I is mid +1. And if it is greater than target, then I say if it isn't greater than target or greater than or equal to, let's see if this function in itself works. I have my feelings, not the best feelings about this function, so let's test it. We're gonna say print smaller than nums comma, and I'll give it a target, and I'll have this nums to be 1 2 2 2 5, target is 3. So we're gonna see how many numbers are missing positional argument. अरे यार क्या दिक्कत है? Smaller than, how many numbers are smaller than 3? अभी गलत है आंसर हमारा. Not that. Okay. क्या किया हमने स्टार्ट किया 1 + 5, so that is इधर गए हम पहले, and then we were like, is this like the mid, is this greater than target? How about we return I for now? 2 3 4 5, which literally said that this is the first element which is bigger than what we want. So how many were smaller? However many you have skipped. However many you have skipped, yeah. How many are smaller than 2? Same. How many are smaller than equal to 5? Well, that'll be all. It said 5, but it should have been 6. What can I print I and j to see if I am making any sense? So when I say 5, it checked and it was like, no, that is not the case. So it went here, then it again was like, okay, it checked, it didn't work. So it was like, okay, this is now I and j are equal. And then it was like, okay, that'll just be I and j, and that is still here. So it says I is mid plus 1, but it did not say that, did it? Otherwise answer sahi aata. It started with 3 5 0 1 2 3 comma 5. So then 4 आया mid हमारा, मतलब we started with something else and then 3 5 तक गए. अब तो मैं ये सॉल्व करके ही रहूँगा चाहे कुछ हो जाए. हाँ, we started with 0 5 mid आया 2, then हमने 3 5 बोला, mid आया 4, 3 5 mid आया 4, फिर हमने आई को बोल दिया होगा कि मिड प्लस 1 हो जा. आई को बोला कि मिड प्लस 1 हो जा, तो 5 हो गया. I should have said less than equal to and my life would be done. Yeah, great. तो 5 से छोटे 6 हैं, 3 से छोटे 4 से छोटे 5 हैं, है ना. इनफाइनाइट लूप में फंस गया. हाँ हाँ. Hmm. 7 BCA ऑफिस में लीड कोड. हाँ भाई, क्या दिक्कत है? ऑफिस में लीड कोड से क्या दिक्कत है भाई? See, here's the thing. मैंने, if you pay attention to the title of this, sorry, the description of this video or stream, I guess, kind stream. Let me see. Here's the, यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है बड़े बड़े अक्षरों में, I am not looking for a new job. Yes, I am bored and I'm doing lead code, but I'm not looking for a new job, so it's okay. It's okay to do lead code. It's okay to do lead code in office as long as you're not looking for a new job. Wink, wink. हाँ ठीक है. कुछ तो किया मैंने. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but कुछ तो किया. तो smaller than पूरा किया. अगर total आ गया तो great. But you know, this is not gonna work in any way. But we did something. Anyways, this will not work, but I like this function. ये हमको टेस्ट करना है this is gonna work for all use cases or not. हाँ. what is this? How many numbers are smaller? Where's the lead code problem? There. Then the current number. No, not this one. Don't like that one. That are smaller than the current number. Not the current number, but the given number. Shit. ये भी नहीं. How come we don't have a? क्या मेरे को अब ChatGPT से पूछना पड़ेगा कि मैंने जो कोड लिखा है वो सही है नहीं? Or in this case something else. Gemini 2.0. So I was writing a function to see how many numbers in an array, in a sorted array, are smaller or equal to the given target. Is this the correct code? Check if I is equals to length of nums minus 1. हाँ ठीक है. All elements are smaller than equal to target. Is that so? All the numbers are smaller than. नहीं तो सही तो आंसर आया. या घटिया आदमी है ये. नहीं, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए तुम्हारा कोड. मेरे को ये बताओ, is there a direct Python function to do this? I remember we had a Python function. Bisect. Finally. Oh my god. This is the one I was looking for my entire life. Oh my god. कहाँ सेव करूँ मैं इसको? कहीं सेव नहीं कर सकता. But my point was I wanted this. कहाँ गया? Bisect. Bisect right, bisect left. ये मैं पिछले आधे घंटे से ढूंढ रहा हूँ. Finally मेरे को मिल गया. Bisect right returns smaller or equal to count. And I think इसका time complexity log of length होता है, right? Time complexity of bisect log of n. Yeah, great. Ha. How is my function different from bisect? Okay, I have only one message left. Oh no, so sad. You're correct this and bisect right. But had to exactly वही चीज़ ना. You roll your own implementation of. ठीक है, shut the fuck up. Anyways, ये फालतू में जो मैंने कोड लिखा इतनी देर बैठ के to figure out कि smaller than वो जो भी होता है वो bisect से होता था. Great. मेरे को ये चाहिए था क्योंकि मैं क्यों लिखूँगा ये कोड. Anyways, even if I can do that, I still don't know if I can solve this problem. हाँ, मैं completely भूल गया कि ये problem क्या थी. Problem थी two arrays, find the median. So my approach that I was trying to do was I find a number like the mid, and then I see कि उस mid से छोटे कितने हैं in both of the arrays, and if that the sum of that is equals to the half of array, then I know कि वो median होगा, तो I just return that thing. If that is not the case, then I do whatever I do in binary search. I mean, I shrink the space in a smart way. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we want to do. But then I'm not sure if the time complexity would be small enough to suffice this, which is log m plus n. मेरे को वो नहीं figure out हो रहा. Let me think एक और second. So, okay. m plus n to 1000, log m plus n log 10 to the power 3. m और n इंडिविजुअली इतने ही बड़े हैं, बट nums इस बहुत बड़ा. सो मैं ये जो अप्रोच सोच रहा हूँ इसमें तो हमारा सर्च स्पेस वुड बी फ्रॉम द स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर टू द लार्जेस्ट नंबर. क्या इतने बड़े सर्च स्पेस पे भी बाइनरी सर्च लगा के मेरा टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इतना कम होगा या नहीं होगा, ये चीज़ तो मेरे को पता ही नहीं है. अच्छा, टेक्निकली होगा बिकॉज द नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स आई विल मूव कैन नॉट बी ग्रेटर देन m प्लस n, क्योंकि टोटल तो हमारे पास m प्लस n है. तो तो log m plus n into log m, is log m small enough? m की मैक्सिमम वैल्यू 10 to the power 3 है, एंड अगर मैं log लूँगा तो बहुत स्मॉल ही होगा. आई थिंक दिस इज़ फाइन, आई थिंक दिस इज़ हाउ विल डू इट. हो गया, आई थिंक ऐसे ही करेंगे. फक इट, बहुत हो गया, बहुत देर से हम टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हैं. ऑलमोस्ट 1 घंटा वेस्ट किया हमने इस पर. इतनी देर में तो मेरे को इंटरव्यू वाले भगा देंगे, बट आई थिंक ऐसे ही करेंगे. सॉल्व तो ऐसे ही करते हैं. हाँ, क्या कर रहा था मैं बोल रहा था कि m और n हमें पता है कि स्मॉल यानी कि स्टार्ट इज़ आई डोंट नो द मिनिमम ऑफ मिनिमम, whatever the minimum number we have. I could have done minus 10 to the power 6 and 10 to the power 6 also, but whatever. Minimum of nums of 2, and end is maximum of nums 1 comma maximum of nums 2, I guess, while start is less than equal to end or less than end. Mid is start plus end divided by 2. Now we just want to find out how many numbers are smaller than equal to in one array and in the other array. So that will be bisect dot bisect right of nums 1 comma mid plus bisect dot bisect right of nums 2 comma mid. And if this total, okay, so our median would be at the m plus n divided by 2. If this total is equal to m plus n divided by 2, then I fucking want to end this and return my answer. So figure out even odd, because even है odd है उस पर थोड़ा डिपेंड करेगा, and return answer, right? And else, so if the total is greater than what we want, which is m plus n divided by 2, if the total is greater, which means we need a smaller number, I guess, because the total is greater, so we'll be on the left side. Whatever end equals to mid, else start equals to mid plus 1, I guess. And this even or odd situation is basically if m plus n percent 2 equal to 0, which means it is a even length array. So then we have to take two numbers, so we're just gonna return we don't have the index. मैं यहाँ बहुत confused हूँ इस चीज़ को लेके कि मेरे को index तो नहीं पता, तो मैं कैसे करूँ अगर मेरे को index ही नहीं पता. Well, अगर मेरे को index नहीं पता तो मैं कैसे करूँ? क्या मैंने बाइसेक्ट वाला थिंगी सही लिखा या नहीं लिखा? हाँ, बाइसेक्ट राइट रिटर्न्स द काउंट। तो सही लिखा है। हाँ, मेरे को इंडेक्स नहीं पता तो मैं कैसे करूँ? वो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो मीडियन हो, इवन इफ द टोटल इज इक्विवेलेंट ऑफ दैट। हो सकता है कि वो तब भी मीडियन ना हो, पता है। वापस यहीं जाके सोचूंगा। अगर मैं 1 2 4 5 2 10 12 6 से छोटे इसमें 4 हैं, 6 से छोटे इसमें 1 है, टोटल हुआ 5। हमारा सॉर्टेड एरे जो बनता है इसका वो होता 1 2 2 4 5 10 12 और क्योंकि लेंथ है 7 सॉरी, तो हमारा मीडियन होता यहाँ पे। कितना ज़ोर से गया टाइम। छोटा हो जा भाई, इतना इतना उछलने की बात नहीं है। ये मीडियन होता। तो मीडियन से छोटे 3 नंबर होते हैं हमारे पास। एंड मैं यहाँ 6 से छोटे चेक करूँगा तो वो ज़्यादा है, ज़्यादा नंबर्स हैं। इसका मतलब हमें जे को 6 कर देना चाहिए। ऐसे is that how am I supposed to do this, or am I just confused and mixing two things up? Mostly confused and mixing two things up. ये 6 है, 6 से 6 + 1 7/2 is 3। 3 से छोटे इसमें 2 हैं, 3 से छोटे इसमें 1 है। तो हमने बोल दिया कि हमारा 3 सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है इस चीज़ को। तो मैं आंसर कैसे ढूंढूंगा? अब एकदम टोटली स्टूपिड चीज़ जो मैंने पहले नहीं सोची वो सोचने की कोशिश करूँ तो इफ़ आई स्टार्ट विथ समथिंग लाइक, एक तो इसका वो स्ट्रोक विथ छोटा करो। इफ़ आई स्टार्ट विथ से आई यहाँ से लिया, जे यहाँ से लिया, देन आई फाउंड मिड, try to get the median wala thingy. If that is satisfied, which it would be when this is 6, okay. अगर मैं अज्यूम करूं कि ये एरे है हाइपोथेटिकली और आई 0 है और ये 7 है, तो कैसे करूँगा? ओके, आई थिंक आई माइट हैव टू गिव अप क्योंकि मेरे को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है। I'm extremely confused यहाँ जाके. Do we have a hint? We don't have a hint. Okay. हम hint मांगते हैं, ठीक है. शिट, या तो मैसेज लिमिट हो गया. यहाँ जाके hint मांगे क्या? यहाँ जाके मांगते हैं. I'm trying to solve this lead code. I did solve it in OM plus N. Trying to do it in O log M plus N now. Currently thinking of using bisect right along with some sort of divide and conquer, but I'm confused. Need hint. Let's see if ये कितना कूल है ना. पहले जब मैं डीएसए करता था तब ये नहीं कर सकते थे, तब डायरेक्टली सॉल्यूशन पे जाना पड़ता था. अभी मैं थोड़ा हिंट देख सकता हूँ. Oh, this is cool. See, this is so cool. हाँ. Instead of merging the two arrays, you can partition them into left and right such that left half contains the smaller numbers and right half contains the large half of the numbers. Array में large half of the numbers और small half of the numbers में hypothetically ऐसे divide करने की कोशिश करो. So ये क्या है? हिंट बस यहीं तक था, तो हिंट बस ये यूज़ करते हैं. स्मॉलर नंबर्स मीडियम से और लार्जर नंबर्स मीडियम से. तो like your hint, can you extend the hint more? Instead of merging the two arrays, you only need to find the correct partition index that ensures the left half as the smallest half of the element and right half as the largest half. If nums1 has size m, nums2 has size n, binary search for the smaller array to keep the time complexity log. Imagine drawing a partition I in nums1 and a corresponding partition j. Such that left half contains 0 to I and 0 to j. So I make hypothetical partitions on those both of the arrays. एक पे I पे, एक पे J पे. Oh shit, okay, मेरे को अभी थोड़ा सा visualize हुआ. Let's see, let me. Shit, मैं क्या select कर रखी हूँ. Let me show you मेरे को क्या visualize हुआ इसके hint से. अच्छा भाई, क्यों परेशान कर रहा है. हाँ, मेरे को क्या visualize हुआ कि सोचो if I can have I here. Why is the stroke width is so bad? Oh my god, holy shit. Maybe never mind. Maybe I is this, say, and J is this. If we can find I and J like this, then what we have done is this and this is the smaller half, and then this and this is the larger half. 4, 5, 10, 12. Right? So hypothetically we have to find I and J such that we can divide the arrays into the smaller half and larger half, and then basically larger and smaller से median निकल आएगा उनके last जो भी होता है उससे. Great. How the fuck do I do that? Hmm. Hmm. So I start with an I. Hmm. And J. I could be ish, ish, ish. Okay. मेरे को हिंट समझ आ रहे हैं बट मैं ये नहीं सोच पा रहा हूँ कि कोड मतलब इसका अप्रोच कैसे होगा. आई अंडरस्टैंड कि पार्टीशन करना है बट हाउ डू आई पार्टीशन दिस. ठीक है. एंड मेरे आई एंड जे लाई करेंगे 0 से स्मॉलर ऑफ m कॉमा n उसमें. And then you find the partition and then you do that. Okay. Interesting. I might have some idea. So my I could be 0, j could be minimum of m comma n. Then I'll be like while I is less than j. See, I have two conditions to check for. One is k nums1 of I minus 1 should be smaller than nums2. Sorry, nums2 or nums2 of j. And दूसरी condition होगी nums1 of I nums1 nums2 बड़ा है उससे. इसका मतलब स्मॉलर हाफ सही है. ग्रेटर हाफ के लिए you wanna make sure that is this not enough if I check कि ये इससे छोटा है. हाँ, nums1 of j nums1 of j तो कभी भी नहीं होगा. ये अकेले कंडीशन इनफ नहीं होगी. Why is this one small condition not enough? I minus 1 nums everything left right. What is this? j minus 1 वो छोटा हो nums1 of I से. I thought ये एक ही बात थी. Sorry. I got it. This and nums2 of j minus 1 वो less than equals to nums1 of I. If this is true, then we have find the right partition. So we just I'm just gonna say we found the right I and j. Else. Now this is interesting. यहाँ क्या conditions होंगी? If nums1 of I minus 1 यानी first array का last वाला is greater than that. If nums1 of I minus 1 is somehow greater than nums2 of j for whatever reason, इसका मतलब हुआ कि लेफ्ट हाफ में एक बड़ा नंबर आ गया है. तो या तो जे को आगे जाना पड़ेगा या आई को पीछे। आई को पीछे तो हम करते हैं नहीं, बिकॉज दैट इज वियर्ड। तो आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि जे को आगे जाने को बोल रहे होंगे। बट तुम जे को आगे कैसे भेजोगे अगर तुम्हारे पास ऑलरेडी वहाँ पे वो है तो। maybe you start with 0,0 and you are like I is less than minimum of m comma n and j is less than minimum of m comma n. Very interesting. What the fuck is high and low? If move I left, and now I need to see code. बिना code देखे मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या करना है। The wrong partition. Move I to right. Low 0 3. Nums 1 0,3. Midpoint I and midpoint too complicated. My brain just committed suicide. My brain committed suicide. M comma n minus 1 while I is less than j. एक I है which is left partition is I, right partition is what you're calling J. Actually ये नाम अच्छा नहीं है. Low high is a much better name. So your I was basically your lower partition, J was m plus n divided by 2 minus I, उधर वाला partition. If your first by last वाला for whatever reason greater than उधर का उधर वाला, then you move I to the left. So I was your low plus high divided by 2. I equals to low, else I equals to high minus 1. And whenever we have found the right I and j, we check if m plus n is a even number or odd number. If it is even, then we take I from the left. So nums 1 of I plus nums 2 of j divided by 2, else we return nums 1 of I. God, I'm so worried. This is something. I don't know if this is correct. I'm sure इसमें बहुत सारे bugs होंगे. Bugs क्या? मैं bugs क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? DSA में कौन सा bug होता है? हाँ, but okay, मोटा मोटा आइडिया ये है. इतनी सारी हेल्प लेके ChatGPT की कुछ तो लिखा मैंने, बट मेरे को अभी तक श्योर नहीं कि क्या होगा. अब इस कोड में कुछ छोटे छोटे बग्स होंगे. क्या मैं खुद से सॉल्व करूँगा? मोस्ट प्रोबेबली नॉट, क्योंकि मैं थक गया हूँ, बहुत देर से स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ एंड मेरे को अब ऑफिस का काम भी शुरू करना पड़ेगा. सो मेरे को बस फिगर आउट करना है कि अभी इसको बग फ्री कैसे बनाना है. क्या हुआ? Oh, we never reached this condition. Wow. return. I'm just gonna say this for whatever reason. Low 0, high इधर. Oh shit, मैं low और high कभी change ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Wait. There is something terribly wrong with what I'm doing. Start with the smaller array. Get the 0, that. Find the partition which is in the middle of everything. Then I'm like, the first partition is this, the other partition would be that, and then I check if the condition is satisfied. If that is not satisfied, then I need to increase my ij whatever, and so I should move my low to be I and my high to be j minus 1, I guess. List index out of range. Low plus high by 2, that is fine. M plus n divided by 2. This is the total. So 3 plus 3 is 6, 7 minus I. I have no clue. What did I do wrong? Apart from everything that I did today. I don't know. ये क्या किया मैंने? Oh no. हाँ, इधर जाके कुछ तो मैंने गलत किया. क्या गलत किया? मैंने लो और वो अच्छे से नहीं निकाले. क्या गलत किया मैंने ऐसा? m plus n by 2 minus I. Great. अब मैं थोड़ा सा थक गया हूँ, सही में ज़ोर से थक गया हूँ. थोड़ा सा नहीं, काफ़ी ज़्यादा थक गया हूँ. तो अब मेरे को जल्दी से बताओ. ये छोड़ो, ये तो ठीक है, इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. बट क्या यहाँ पे भी j minus 1 करना पड़ेगा मेरे को? I minus 1 j, j minus 1 I. सब सही है. सही तो लग रहा है. क्या दिक्कत है? क्या दिक्कत है? मैंने क्या दिक्कत करी अब इसमें? It didn't return anything, did it? तो आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि nums1 हमेशा बड़ी होगी। ठीक है, इतना बड़ी चीज़ नहीं थी कि तुम रोने लगो उसको लेके। जाओ, कोई बात नहीं, काम करता हूँ, यहाँ पे कर देता हूँ। यहाँ पे नहीं, थोड़ा और नीचे जाके, नहीं यही करूँगा। पक, अभी भी बोल रहे हैं, क्या दिक्कत है इसको? क्या मैं कुछ कंसोल, वाओ, नाउ आई सीरियसली नीड टू स्टॉप। मैं कंसोल लॉग लगाऊंगा पाइथन में थोड़ी देर में। पहली बार में तो नहीं आया होगा। 02 दो दो थी, 02 02 2 आई जे आया 02, लो हाई भी होगा 02। लेंथ क्या है? 2। भैंस की माँ हो रखी है। रुको एक सेकेंड, इस कोड में तो बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स है। आई आया 01, ओ नो, 01। तो अब तुमने बोला 0 में से -1 गया तो कैसे होगा, है ना? बात तो सही है। तो nums of this partition, nums of वो partition, nums of वो partition, nums of this partition। इतना कॉम्प्लिकेट क्यों हो रहा है चीज़ें? होना तो नहीं चाहिए चीज़ों को इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड। कोई तो अच्छा पर्सन का सोल्यूशन मिलेगा जो बहुत ही अच्छे से जल्दी से करा होगा इसने। 01 J1 कैसे आ सकता है? टोटल क्या है? m+n, 3/2 1, 1 माइनस आई क्या था? 0, तो हो गया 1। उसका तो इंडेक्स ही नहीं है 1। RIP। क्या मैं ऐसे करूं? कि इसका मैक्स इसके मिन से छोटा होना चाहिए। करेक्ट पार्टीशन कब होगा? वेट, ये नहीं, ऐसे यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक का जो मैक्सिमम है वो इसके मैक्सिमम से छोटा होना चाहिए ना। इसके मिनिमम से छोटा होना चाहिए। एंड सिमिलरली यहाँ से यहाँ तक जो है इसका मिनिमम my दिमाग is going to blast off in a second। अब मैं कह रहा हूँ कि इसका जो मैक्स है, इसका जो मैक्स है वो छोटा होगा। इसके मिनिमम से भाई मैंने बहुत कुछ तो लिख दिया है, ठीक है, ये कुछ तो है, इसके बाद मैं गिव अप कर दूंगा सीधे, क्योंकि मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा, मैंने कुछ तो लिख दिया है। हाँ, मैक्स आर्गुमेंट इज एन एम्प्टी सीक्वेंस, क्रेजी। बिकॉज आई और जे की कैलकुलेशन मेरी ढंग से नहीं है, फक्ड अप है। एडिटोरियल है इसका, पैंट्स की आँख, हर चीज़ को सब्सक्राइब मोड में डाल देते हो यार। अब मैं चैट जीपीटी से पूछूंगा, चैट जीपीटी से कि मेरे को बताओ कैसे करना है। I wrote this and it's incorrect. Help me fix it. I've spent 1.5 hours, 1.5 घंटा. Few critical mistakes. Oh my god. Wrong variable swapping. You're reassigning nums 2 but not nums 1. सही तो लिखा है यार। ओ मैंने नम लिखा है। आउच। ये वाली गलतियाँ पता है तभी होती है when you're like too deep into this. Incorrect binary search range. High minimum. You said high, but it should be high m since we always apply binary. ठीक है. Now that I've done that, it doesn't matter. Wrong slice list. Using slicing like this is OI, making your code okay. Instead, direct indexing. Avoid accessing I if I equal to m. Okay. You wrote this. रुक जाओ, तो एक काम करता, मैं पहले तो अपने कोड को पीछे ले जाता थोड़ा सा समय में, तब पूछूंगा कि अब क्रिटिकल मिस्टेक बताओ, क्योंकि वो तो मैंने अननेसेसरी डेस्परेट अटेम्प्ट था मेरा टू मेक दैट। ओह शिट, मैंने कुछ किया नहीं। वापस जाओ। हाँ, देयर वाज एन अननेसेसरी अटेम्प्ट फ्रॉम माय साइड टू डू समथिंग व्हिच आई टोटली डिड नॉट नीड टू। अब एम हमेशा छोटा होगा, ग्रेट। हाँ, अब इस कोड में आई वांट सी कि मैंने क्या गड़बड़ करी है। हाँ, इस कोड में नाउ आई वांट सी क्या गड़बड़ करी है। लेट मी आस्क। आउटपुट 3 है। एक सेकेंड, एटलीस्ट रन हुआ ये कोड। वेट, पहले रन नहीं हो रहा था। हाँ। आउटपुट 1 है, ऐसे कैसे? If the condition is satisfied, just give me this. थ्री कॉमा 2 बोल रहा है। ये बहुत ही ब्रूट फोर्स चीज़ करी मैंने, इससे कुछ नहीं होने वाला, बट नाइस ट्राई। यहाँ क्या आ रहा है? यहाँ प्रिंट ही नहीं हुआ, वही तो इस केस तक गया ही नहीं कभी। वही मेरे को फिगर आउट नहीं हो रहा कि क्यों नहीं जा रहा है। चलो ये वाली चीज़ पूछते हैं। अब दोबारा से पूछूंगा, हेल्प मी फिक्स दिस। हाँ, अब ठीक है। मैंने क्या गड़बड़ करी है? few critical issues. I know what critical. Wrong array swap condition. अच्छा, okay. Incorrect binary search condition. Your while loop should be this, not this. Okay. Out of bound indexing. ये मेरे को चेक नहीं किया मैंने कि I0 ऐसा आउट ऑफ बाउंड होगा, तो मेरे को ये थोड़ा सा देखना चाहिए था। एंड यहाँ मैक्स आना चाहिए था, आई गेस। max left and max min right. So अगर even है then max of this, otherwise divided by okay. I'm going to assume that you did the right thing. I don't have any more energy. I need to stop the stream and stop doing DSF for now because I'm tired. Why did I do this? I did not do any of this. Wait. इसमें list कहाँ use किया है इन्होंने? The fuck? अब ये चैट जीपीटी का लिखा हुआ है तो कम से कम अच्छे से टॉप 100%. Shit. AI will definitely kick my ass. 100%. Oh no. मेरे दोनों सबमिशंस में से एक ने 5 मिली सेकेंड ली थी, दूसरे ने 0 मिली सेकेंड लिए, और उन दोनों के बीच में मेरे को 2 घंटा लगा एंड उसके बाद भी मेरे को चैट जीपीटी से सॉल्व कराना पड़ा. ग्रेट. वी विल probably do more of similar problems next time क्योंकि इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा दिक्कत आई मेरे को. I could not solve it. So we will do similar problems next time in our next stream, but I don't know when the next stream is going to be because I'm going to go on a small vacation for now. जब मैं vacation से वापस आऊँगा तब करूँगा stream. But thank you so much for joining. I hope you're having fun or good time in your life. I'll see you soon in the next one.